I'm going to do this breakdown. So a lot of people have been asking me to do more character tutorials, and my response to them was I'm not going to do a bunch of character tutorials for characters that I'm not good with, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm good with characters that I'm not. So what I'm going to do instead is like a breakdown series where I break down some of the best characters in the game and like talk about what makes them so fucking good. That's what people want to know. So we're going to put the meter on, and again, these aren't going to be super in-depth, but I do want to talk about some stuff. So first of all, you know, if you got your movement down, and a lot of characters, I want to say this because a lot of characters don't have the ability to move well. So like Tina, as you can see, she's got a really good backdash, alright? She's got a wave dash, you know what I mean? So she's got stuff that she can use to mix you up, and then she can go into throws, you know what I mean? So like, she can run in and do like Y-Rise and punch, you know what I'm saying? So like, she's got some good stuff. And just like, that's just straight up with just movement, you know what I mean? That's just... Yo, what's going on, Simply Deeper Forever? But yeah, that's just movement stuff, you know what I mean? That's just what makes her movement good. So, let's talk about her speed really quick, right? So, Tina is a slower character because she's a grappler. So, let's talk about, you know, her being a grappler. What a grappler is in DOA, essentially what they did was they made it, with the exception of Hayabusa because he's broken, but they made it so the grappler characters have generally 1 frame slower of their attack. So instead of her having a 10 frame jab, she has an 11 frame jab. Instead of having a 12 frame mid, she has a 13 frame mid. Okay, so they sacrificed that 1 frame on her speed for her strikes and made her throws quicker. So as you can see, she has a 4 frame neutral throw, she has a 6 frame forward throw, which means she can throw punish anything that's -7 with a guaranteed punish because of that 1 frame, 6 to 7. So you need that frame to be able to get that punish off guaranteed. If something's -5, you got a 4 frame neutral throw. So she's able to throw stuff that is a lot safer compared to other characters where they can't throw anything that's -7 for guaranteed damage. So that's what it means to be a grappler. So again, she's got an 11 frame jab, you know, 13 frame mid punch, but she does have Y-Rise and punch, which is 12 frames. The only problem with Y-Rise and punch, or whatever you want to call the notation for it, you do it by being full crouch and hitting punch. So like if you want to say full crouch punch. The problem with this is it's not traditionally 12 frames because she has to do it from crouching. So you actually have to, there's like, you can do it instant Y-Rise and punch, but it's very hard. Like it's not easy to do at all. It's like, obviously you guys know instant Y-Rise and attacks are hard to do in Tekken, and obviously they're going to be hard to do in DOA as well. So you can do them quick. The only problem with it is that you still have to sacrifice that time of going into a dash, a crouch. So it's not traditionally 12 frames, but at the beginning of a match, it is traditionally 12 frames. You got to think about it. You're ready, get ready, fight. So nobody is able to input anything except for movement. So I can start off the round, get ready, fight, and throw my punch out there, right? So you'll see a lot of Tina players going for that Y-Rise or that full crouch and punch there. What it does, the reason why that stun is good, right? So let me show you. Action will set them to, what's her down punch on hit? 0, so that's perfect. So reaction will do strike. Now this should work correctly. If I do down punch, yep, just like that. So as you can see, this sets us to neutral, which means his attack is going to come out at 10 frames and mine's going to come out at 12. Why is mine beating his? Because it is a high crush, okay? So it's going to crush. It's not going to crush on high counter because of the fact that he's doing a jab, and it's really hard to get counter hit when someone's doing a jab. But let's just say he does, we'll set him to do a strike, like a slower strike, like a high kick. Let's try this. No, that's gonna be too quick. Let me try some. I'm trying to find like a strike that's not fast. That's not super fast. Yo, Massive Ninja Ryu with the raid, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Let's try a low kick. So right there. So you see he's doing a slow ass kick. If somebody starts around and they do anything but an 11 frame mid, because this, see how her Y-Rise and punch does 22 damage? It's probably the strongest 12 frame attack in the game, which means that if you don't have a 12 frame attack that does 22 damage, it's going to beat your 12 frame attack out. It beats you because of speed, because of damage, not because of speed. So you both have 12 frame attacks, but mine being 22 damage, you're going to get beat out, right? Because it's stronger than yours. Usually 12 frame attacks are like 17 and 18 damage. They usually are going to end at 18 damage, but either way. So we're both at 0. Here, I'll do Y-Rise and punch. I'm going to get that stun every single time. So pretty much, if you're not an 11 frame character, this shit is going to fuck you up every single time, right? So she's got good crushes. What else does she have to crushes? She's got 3P as well, so if I'm not mistaken, let's try high punch. Bam. Bam, look at that. It goes under his mid, straight up. Look at, I mean, under his high. Look at that shit. 0 frames. And I'm doing a 17 frame jab, or a 17 frame down forward punch to his 10 frame jab. So why am I beating it? Because it high crushes. So, yeah, I know. Somebody told me that audio doesn't match my webcam. I haven't fixed it yet, but I'll fix it later on before this tournament. But yeah, so that's pretty much the point I'm trying to get across to you guys, is that Tina's has some of the best crushes in the game. She's got full crouch punch. She's got down forward punch. She's got 3-3P, which is a crushing launcher. It's gonna go under the high. So she's got really good high crushes. So she's got good crushes. So not only does she have good movement, right, but she's got good crushes. But that's not the shit that makes Tina really good. Even though that is what makes her really good, she's got better stuff than that. So let me turn this off. Next, let's talk about her offensive holds. So if you guys don't know, offensive holds beat attack if the opponent is at disadvantage or you just want to get somebody off the block button. Forward grab. It's a 16 frame offensive hold, which means if he's at disadvantage, so let me put him at disadvantage. Reaction strike, we'll do a mid punch. I'm going to put him at disadvantage. Watch this. I'm going to do it again. See that? See that high counter hold? Because it's an offensive hold, which means it's a hold, but offensive version of it, I can throw him out of his attack. Because obviously you guys know that holds are going to stop attacks. Offensive holds, which only some characters have, do the same thing. So that forward grab is going to suck his attack in. So that's, first of all, if you're going against Tina, you have to crouch right here. You have no choice. And this is another one of those tactics that I feel like is not used that much with Tina. So if I go like this to you, you have no choice but to crouch. That's the only way you're going to beat that. Or you can grab it, but that's risky because if you want to try to hit the grab button to stun, I'm going to fuck you up and keep hitting you. You know what I mean? So bam. Get offensive hold. So she got offensive holds. Not to mention, right? Let's talk about something else with our offensive hold. So what else about our offensive hold is good? In the corner, let's just say I get this, right? If I'm close enough to the wall, I get a guaranteed low throw every single time. Godblade, right? So that's good damage off of offensive hold. So Tina also has advanced mid-kick holds. Isn't that freaking crazy? Look at all the stuff this character has. What else do we got going on here? I'm trying to make this quick. I don't want to spend too much time on it. So she's got great tracking. She's got back punch, which track. She's got down kick, which is a two-way mix-up. You hit a button, you get put in the slip stun. You hit a button, you're getting launched, and then into Oki. You know what I'm saying? So, like, down kick is such a underused move, and both fucking attacks track. Not to mention she has a third one, which no one's really going to use, but the mix-up comes into this. It's unreactable. It's 100% unreactable. You have to deal with it. Super good. What else do we got? So good tracking, good stuns, good crushes, good movement. But what is it about Tina that makes her so fucking amazing? It's her damage output, okay? And I'm not just talking about off of her juggles, because yeah, Tina gets some pretty good damage off her juggles, but it's nowhere near fucking... It's nowhere near, like... Can she get giant swing off this? Yeah, she gets giant swing off of this. So she can stun you once. She's taking 106 damage. If I stun you, giant swing on a midway. This is a midway. Look at that shit. 88 damage, dude. Like, that's phenomenal damage off of a quick launch. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy. So, yeah, she's got great damage. But what is her attacks that gives her damage, right? This shit right here? That is on normal hit. Normal hit. 110 damage if you get the close hit. Yo, happy to be here. I'm not sure if I said that right, but thank you so much for joining the FFM Guardians, man. Subscribe, bro. Thank you. Dude, 110 damage. Eric Kuhn, what's up? Look at that. Oh my god. So another really good move that Tina has is her 6-6 P plus K, which is the booty bump. The first thing I want to talk about with this move is look how much range it has on it. Like, seriously, the range on this move is crazy. Do you see that? Look, seriously, look at the range on this move. It probably has the most range out of any normal in the entire game. Another thing that's good about this move is you can use it from any range, and it's never unsafe. So, let's just say I put it on guard, right? Guard everything, bam. If I use it up close, it's -2, which means even if you have a 5-frame low throw, you still can't punish it. So -2 is really good. Like, that's good for a move that has that much range. But what if you do it from tip range? Let me turn that off. What if you do it from tip range, though, right? From tip range, +5, and I'm pretty sure you can get it a little better than that. +8. I think you might be able to go even further than that. It might be a little harder to get more than +8, but I know you can though. Like, it's right in there. That's like the sweet spot right there. But you guys see what I'm talking about. +8 for a move that has that much range on it. So, you know, I mean, it's a little slower, and, you know, obviously you have other options that you can use to mix it up. So you don't have to just go with the booty bump. You know, Tina also has Shining Wizard. And if you don't tech up, that guaranteed low throw is super dangerous. So she's got really good options to get in with as well. She's got a forward kick. You know, again, she has great stuns that she can use from range, like forward punch, and, you know, she's got great options. And also, another one of Tina's really strong moves is her 14-frame back kick. Now, you know, this move is good. Obviously, as you can see, when you look at the data down there, it says, for a brief second, it says jump, and then it'll say evade lows. So that means that this move has the ability to jump over lows and evade them. So if somebody does a low wake-up kick, you can actually jump over and get a guaranteed stun after it. And then obviously from back turn, she has access to a throw. And she also has access to this throw. She's got access to this really fast 11-frame kick. So even if you use this on block at -5, this move is still 16 frames. So you can kind of throw that out there somewhere. So, you know, she's got really good back turn options. And her being able to use that back kick to stop low wake-up kicks is really good. And it also will beat mid wake-up kicks out as well. So how much can she get without the balance, or how much can she get without the break blow thing? So 151 is still a lot of fucking damage. That's more than half your life bar. So her damage is good, but again, what is it that makes this character so scary? Let's talk about the meta of the game. So as you guys know, DOA6 incorporated, you know, going back to DOA2 and 3, where if you stun somebody once like this, right, and you launch them, you're always gonna get the max height. So let's just say I go like. Let's just say I go. Is this guaranteed? It is. So look at that. See, so look at the advantage section. See, +44. So what if I go like this? +44. It doesn't matter how many times you hit them. If you stun them once and launch them, it's always going to be the same advantage. So, what does that mean? What, Emery? What are you saying? Why the fuck are you talking about that? I'm gonna tell you why. If I stun you, what is your instinct? Mash or hold, right? The problem is, in this game, you have to hold. Because what's going to happen if you don't hold? I'm going to show you. You're kicked in your fucking head. You have to hold, or you're going to lose that damage. Look at the damage you lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you have to hold. That's the meta of DOA6. You have to counter. So, but like, oh, well, I'm just not going to get hit. Bullshit. Because I have this. I have wall rise and I have full crouch punch that's gonna fucking launch you if you hit a that's gonna lift stun you if you hit a button, right? I have all these crazy ass stuns. Look at these stuns. Look at this stun. Look at his back. His back just broke. You have to hold right there. You have no choice but to hold right there. Or that shit's gonna happen to you. Baby. 120, that's almost a half a life bar off a stun setup, bro. So, what happens when you hold? Fine, I'm gonna hold and I'm gonna stop all that bullshit from happening to me, but I'm gonna hold. I wish you would counter. I wish you would fucking counter, bro. Look at this! This throw out in the open, not including the wall, does 132. That's almost a half a life bar. This throw. Look how much damage that throw does. 136 out in the open. That's almost half a life bar. So what's gonna happen, right? Let me show you guys. Critical hold type. Alright, ready? So bam. Critical hold type. Hold on. High hold. Right? Is it on? It's not. Hold on. Critical hold type. Here it is. Normal. We'll do normal. So watch this shit. Ready? What if he wants to counter that? What if he wants to... Oh, it's on the wrong delay. Hold on, let me switch it. I wanted to make sure it's perfect for you guys so you can see. Slow. Okay, so if it was a human, you could time that. But look how much damage this does. This is high counter, so don't pay attention to the damage. But so if it was a normal human, they wanted to counter this, they would time that correctly and hold it. So I'm going to try to time it. Oh my god. There it is. Uryo, I'm going to counter that. You're not hitting me with that. Please counter again. Please counter again. Watch. Look how much damage this poor player is about to lose. That's why this character is good, right? So, not only is she doing so much damage, not only does she have this godlike ass movement, okay, not only can she wave dash, and she has this crazy movement, right? Not only does she have godlike stuns, look at this fucking stun. Right? She's got all that stuff going for her, but another thing people seem to forget with this character is that she has what's called an option select. What's an option select? An opposite select is essentially a way to keep pressure and keep advantage without sacrificing anything. So that's the easiest way I can explain it to you. So sometimes you'll sacrifice a little bit of damage, but and ultimately, so let's just say another easy way to explain the opposite select is pretty much saying no matter what I do, I'm gonna have some kind of an advantage, whether that's damage, whether that's frame advantage. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Watch this. Recovery, sideways, right? See how we got up right there?